So it's time. The final draft of the offseason. Our all-time NBA players draft.
Let's go.
So going into this, Patrick has won 3 drafts?
I've won 3.
I think I've only won 2, I'm pretty sure.
Max?
Over. I think you are the leader. I think you are the leader in the clubhouse, Pat.
Let me double check this. I can't quite remember. I know I texted you guys about this.
I've definitely won 3.
Well, okay. Either way, we'll figure it out afterward. But the all-time draft, I believe the draft order, Max, is you, then
Patrick,
then me.
You.
Okay,
yes,
so
you guys are tied at three apiece.
Oh, 3 apiece. Okay. All right. So what are we drafting for? Just for clarity, we're obviously drafting from a list of the greatest players who've ever played the sport.
So I feel this whole summer we've been calling this like starting 5 drafts. So we should draft a starting 5.
Okay. So it has to be a
functional team.
What as drafters we find to be a functional team.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And they're playing with today's rules. Because that's the question, though, because that's the thing about these all-time drafts is, like...
I mean, I guess.
There are some players that I think people would say top 15 that I would deem undraftable with today's rules.
Yeah, I mean, I guess today's rule... any of these players, at least in my top 15, you could build a really, really great team around in today's rules, in my opinion.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we'll see. I think there's one guy who played in the... Okay, whatever. Okay.
I'm very curious who this person is.
Just call him out.
Okay, Bill Russell. He's 6'9". Back then, offensive fouls got called at like an extremely high rate. I think in today's NBA, where guys are allowed to just bang into him and shit, his size is going to be a massive problem. Like, he's not guarding Jokic. He's just not.
I don't
He's
know
shooting
about
42% as a big. Like, he's not going to be good in today's NBA.
What's so different between Bill Russell and Draymond Green? I 100% believe Bill Russell could be like a very, very high-level perimeter defender, especially from the center position. I think he's super switchable. He's super mobile, can run the floor, is an amazing passer. Like, we saw Draymond Green defend Jokic to the point where...
But no, he can't really defend Jokic. That year they beat the Nuggets. The Nuggets were completely super unhealthy. Murray was out. Porter was out.
Draymond Green did a fine job guarding him. Nobody can guard Jokic.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Jokic cooked him. I just don't think Bill Russell would be a very good player in today's... Like, 42% as a center in that era is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't see on offense how
he would also get easier buckets. You know, they didn't play in pick and roll. Like, he wouldn't be like surrounded by 5 people standing in the key, you know? Like, it's not like 1-to-1 what his shot diet was and what it would be.
We have to adjust those stats for inflation. Basically.
It's true.
But like, there's other guys in his era where their stats are very good.
That's true.
So, like, clearly there's something off about the guy. Okay, that's just my take. I don't know. I don't have Bill Russell on my draft board.
Okay, well, neither do I.
And I don't have Wilt either because he couldn't beat the guy. Okay. They like canceled each other out on my draft board. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
This guy's a hater. He's trying to be JJ Redick now that he's
shoot 43%, Bill. Shoot Westbrook numbers.
He's old. He can't do it anymore.
He's dead.
He's also dead. That's right. R.I.P.
Okay. Who are you going with number 1, Max?
Okay, so I have not won a draft this entire offseason, and I find that very disrespectful. Our guests...
Foul trouble listeners.
Our guests have won drafts, like Johnny.
The guests are kind of running it up on us, too. Like, if we put the guests as one contiguous person, I think they have 2.
Yeah, they have 2.
Yeah, because Neil has won at least once, and Johnny's won once, so, yeah. I'm trying to win this one.
Yeah, they're like 2-1.
I would like to win this draft. And honestly, if we think about this as our 3 teams going up against each other in like a hypothetical tournament, I would want to win this, this championship as well.
Yeah. If the teams were the teams today.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to take LeBron James with my first pick.
That was an excellent pick.
Thank you. I had to do it. I got to pick my GOAT. The GOAT, arguably, LeBron James. I mean, I'm taking him as my 3
You know what? I don't. What do you know what I think is actually interesting in the LeBron versus Jordan for the first pick is like, let's say you think Jordan is 1% better. Is LeBron still the better pick? Because arguably Jordan can really only play like, he obviously could play all the positions.
Yeah.
But like LeBron, you probably feel way more comfortable being like, I can play him at the 1, the 3, or the 4. Whereas with Jordan, it's like, I pretty much always want to play him at the 2.
Yeah, no, I think you got a pretty good point there. His positional versatility
Like, it's giving
just
Max-
makes your whole draft easier.
Yeah, like if Max is like, oh, I didn't end up with one of the point guards I wanted, I could just put LeBron over there.
Yeah.
That was such a big brain pick by Max.
Well, I'm a huge LeBron lover, but I did not have him number 1 on my draft board. Michael Jordan. Give me Gail Goodrich. No.
You said it.
Michael Jordan, I'm very happy to have him here. The ultimate winner, amazing player on both sides of the ball. I feel like I don't really need to pitch Michael Jordan to anybody, but I'm very happy to have him at the second pick.
Okay. As your shooting guard.
As my shooting guard.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see. But right now, yes. I'm going to send it to you, James.
I'm really struggling
This is
here.
where it gets tricky.
Oh man, this is where I feel like I've lost the draft. Like no matter what my graphic says, like I could win this, but there's no way I don't have one of these 2 guys at the top of my board. And I don't know, man. I'm a little like, do I just take Kareem? Do I get fun? My only hope.
It's up to you, my man.
My only hope is to rally the fanboys. This is my only hope. So I'm going to take Kobe Bryant.
Wow. There you go. There
Nice.
you go.
It's my only shot. I have to get the Kobe fans if I want a shot at
He's
winning.
from the greater LA area. I feel like
Great
you
pick.
kind of got to do it.
I'm really not even a Kobe guy though.
Yeah, no.
Which is really funny. So why don't I just pick second overall? Could he? Like I have to take a big, which sucks because then you guys are gonna take the guy I want to take. I'm gonna. Fuck man. Give me Shaq.
There you go. That's a good pick. So
Great
you got
pick.
Shaq and Kobe together.
I got Shaq and Kobe.
It's really rallying the fanboy cry there.
I've got a good team so far.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
sick, actually.
Okay. Okay, you took LeBron. I'm trying
Correct.
to think like who, because like really I have Kareem number 3 all time for me. So like
Yeah, he's number 3 on my draft board, which
That
is
would
funny
be
because
fine.
I didn't pick anyone in my top 5 yet.
but I'm also, you know what? I want to go for size. I think this player would play incredibly well with Michael Jordan. Give me Magic Johnson, best point guard ever.
Damn, I was going to do that one.
I figured you would.
Are you playing him at the 1 or the 4?
The 1,
Okay.
probably.
This is like what, Super Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was in the elevator, walking down to my car this morning, and I was like, where would I take Magic in this draft today? Because I've always had this hypothesis that if Magic was alive today, he'd be a 4, which wouldn't really change
Maybe.
much. He'd still be awesome. And I was like, so he's basically Super Ben Simmons. And I was like, wait a second. Super Ben Simmons is like an all-NBA first team every year type of guy. Like that would be such an awesome player.
That's Magic Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I was
Magic Johnson
I was like, wait, what am I saying? That player would just be amazing.
Yeah. And you got to think, I feel like they would be able to utilize him on defense way better than they did at the time.
Yeah.
But
That's why I
anyways,
think he'd be a 4. Because they'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's like stop letting you get blown by and just have you play help.
definitely on defense.
Yeah. Good pick.
They still play through him. Okay, Max, it's you.
Okay, so again, like I said, I'm trying to win this draft. And this next guy has never been like somebody that
lose it?
I mean, I'm really trying to
He's
win this
hoping
draft.
we're selling.
This could be the pick that
I'm
determines it.
pandering is what I'm saying. Like
Take him.
I am not going to take people that I personally love a lot. I'm taking people that I think the fans will respect.
Who do you not like?
I've never been a Golden State Warriors fan.
Oh, I knew it was Curry. I knew it. I love this pick,
And I'm
though.
going to take Steph Curry as my point guard. So, yeah, I don't have to say much about Steph Curry. I don't think.
I'm going to be honest, man. I think our teams are going to have a hard time keeping up with Max's team's offense.
Yeah, well, you know what? I feel okay because with my offense because my next one
Well, it's not your turn.
is it not?
It's Max's turn again.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Uh-oh. He's about to sweep it under your foot.
Don't take my guy.
Hold on. I need about 15
There's no
seconds.
one else on the board.
Okay. This is tough, but I feel like I gotta take an old school pick for this next one.
Yes, you do.
And I think I'm gonna take shit. Okay. I think I'm gonna take Wilt Chamberlain as my center.
Wow. Over Kareem?
Over Hakeem.
Over Hakeem, yeah. Hey, I like Wilt Chamberlain.
I think I blacked out. I think Kareem actually was my first choice, and I said Wilt. But you know what?
Dude, Kareem is not going to get drafted Patrick's about to take him.
I was thinking about it before this pod, and I was like trying to think of like who reminds me the most of like Wemby. And honestly, I would probably say like young Wilt reminds me the most of Wemby. Just like their overwhelming size, the way they move, the way they like to shoot a lot. I think if Wilt played today, he would, and like grew up in this ecosystem, he would probably look a lot like Wemby.
I think what's funny is like I feel like people look at the graphic and be like, where the fuck is this person? But I think it looks like all of us are making more like modern pick and roll heavy teams.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of gotta.
Yeah, you kind of have to in today's NBA.
Okay, so you went with.
I regret. Can I change it to
You
Kareem?
can, you can change,
can
it,
change
to
it to
Kareem.
Kareem.
Is that corrupt in the eyes of the drafters?
It's good. I was embarrassed that Kareem was still on the board.
I
I'm
haven't.
embarrassed that Elijah one's not going to get picked because of the way we're doing the exercise. Well, you're going to take him, I think. Maybe.
In my note, I literally have Kareem number 1, and then after that is Hakeem, and then after that is Wilt. So
Max,
I think
that's fine with me. Take Kareem.
I mean, Max, I took Shaq before Elijah one, who I have ahead of Shaq. I took Shaq ahead of Kareem, who I also have ahead of Shaq. So you don't have to feel bad. I went off I looked at my draft board and I said, third pick, I got a pander.
Okay, I'm taking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as my number 3 pick at the center and locking that in.
Okay,
Love it.
Okay, I feel like with my next pick, I have to take this guy because I don't know if he's going to be there, and I need him to make my team work. Give me Larry Bird.
Darn it.
I knew he was going to take him next. I got the OG dream team right here, but they're all in their primes.
It's pretty nasty.
Oh, man. All right. So my team is weird, man. I got Kobe. I got Shaq, obviously.
Are you worried about locker room?
No, because I've actually got Orlando Shaq on this team.
Okay,
A little more nimble, a little bit more switchable.
He might be a little
pre-prime.
He might bully Kobe even more though. But you might have older Kobe, so he might deal with it better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which version of Kobe I have yet. I haven't decided. So I feel like I need a point guard who's going to keep these guys in line. And you guys, I feel like the point guard position has a huge drop off after second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to take Isaiah Thomas here or Oscar Robertson. So I might as well. See, the thing is, I wanted to find a way to get Jokic on my team.
And this is the way.
No, I'm going to actually take Dirk.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Not because I think Dirk is better than a lot of the guys I have ahead of him here, but because I like the fit next to Kobe and Shaq.
Dirk is so damn
Dirk
good,
in that
though.
Pau Gasol role. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. All right, so I need to get a 3-man here or a point guard. Bro, I'm gonna take a guy that I feel like his skill set overlap is a little too similar to Kobe's. Or oh man, I don't know.
He's
No,
got the shirt on, people.
I'm gonna do it. Kevin Durant.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, just for the spacing. I know he's more of an ideal spacer with the way he likes to drift in front of the 3-point line, as we've seen with Phoenix. But
Yeah.
you know what? With Team USA, I feel like when Durant has shown that he's on these super stack teams, he's a little bit more willing to sit behind the arc.
Well, of any of these guys, KD's the one guy that you draft on like this high of a list, and you know like he's cool with
Yeah.
any role. Like he really doesn't care.
Yeah, I love my spacing. I like just everyone giving Shaq a ton of space. I'm really liking that.
Okay, we're back. I still feel like I'm very comfortable. I feel like I'll probably just wait till my last pick to find a center because I know you guys are set. And even if you guys went Twin Towers, I feel like I'd be okay with that. So I need someone. You know what? He's staring me right in the face, and I just feel like he's perfect for what I need. He can stretch the floor. He's an incredible defender. He's really going to be the captain of my defense. Him and Michael Jordan, I think, will really get along. Give me Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
Wow.
At center.
At 4.
Oh, at 4. Okay. Well, I guess he could play either.
Yeah,
Especially in today's NBA.
He'll be my backup 5 as well.
KG Shaq ahead of Olajuwon. We are crazy.
Hey, I'm not saying he's better. I'm just
No, I know. I mean, my team is the ultimate. Why am I
Yeah.
drafting guys in the late teens right now?
I just know I'll be able to get my my center later.
Okay, I gotta say that was my next pick, Patrick.
I figured it might be.
Stole it out from under me.
He's got the Timberwolves hat on currently.
You know, it was funny. I almost went like meme mode on this draft and just drafted only players named Kevin.
Yeah. You could field a pretty good team.
I was gonna do like KD, KG, Kevin Love.
That'd be a good team.
Yeah, you know, it was decent. But I decided to try to win, I guess. Man, that kind of throws a wrench in my whole system. But I am going to take as my 2 guard Allen Iverson.
Whoa.
Nice.
What do you guys think about that?
Who's
I don't
your
know.
Oh, so yeah, Allen Iverson at the
Steph.
2 and Steph at the 1. They are actually a match made in offensive heaven. Like the way Steph would be able to open up just like the court for Allen Iverson's relentless driving game.
Yeah.
I'd be a little worried about your like defensive backcourt, but
Valid.
hey, the best defense is a good offense, right?
Yeah, we are scoring points on this team. No doubt about it.
Your team is very interesting.
You
man.
got you got one more to round out.
I'm
your-
trying to
your
picture
top
like what
5.
a normal possession looks like for Max's team. It's like LeBron has the ball.
Steph's just running around.
Is Allen screening for LeBron to force the small switch?
Oh, he would do it. He
Yeah.
definitely would. Yeah.
And then Kareem is, I guess, acts as like a hybrid dive big on this team. And then Curry and what's Iverson doing off the ball?
No, Iverson's playing that like Kyrie role.
Yeah.
where he's probably on the ball just as much, if not more, than LeBron in any given game.
See, I feel like Max's team would probably benefit more from having like a Klay Thompson, like not a guy who's even in your top
Yeah.
50, but a guy who's like, I'll set 100 off-ball screens and I can space.
Well, that's what Steph's doing, you know?
Yeah.
Except the defense.
yeah, we want a little. All right, so I'm curious where you're gonna go, because I mean I think that applies to all our teams. Like I think all our teams would probably maybe benefit from like that type of player more than an all-time great, but who knows?
No, for sure. For sure.
Okay. Yeah, this is tough because I really wanted KG as my 4, and now I don't know what to do. But I think I'll go with just pure. I'm gonna go pure defense and rebounds.
Love it.
And I'm gonna pick Dennis Rodman as my 4.
Oh,
Whoa.
Did you think I was gonna go with Barkley?
I thought you were gonna go with Bill Russell, and I was gonna be like, "Yes,
No.
Max." Yeah. Hey,
It's
there
something.
you go. Yeah, I think Steph would be a good locker room match for Dennis.
As good as you can be.
Yeah.
I was parsing the Rodman versus Moses Malone rebounding stuff last night as I made my list, and then I was like, "Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna pick either of them."
No, I mean, Dennis Rodman might be a marginally better rebounder than Moses Malone, but Moses Malone was like
Awesome.
fucking Joel Embiid.
I almost
next
picked Tim. I almost picked Tim Duncan. Do you think that would have been a better fit for my team? Was that the smarter pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably would have.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tim was definitely the move there, but it's okay. It's okay.
Oops.
See, now I am in a very weird position right now because this whole time I've been like, okay, I'll just wait for Hakeem later. But Tim Duncan is available. I have him number 6 all time. So that's like very high, like to be able to draft him at this point. He played a lot of center as well, can play dual big.
Yep.
So honestly, I'm just going to go with Tim Duncan. Wow. I'm very happy. And also Tim Duncan can stretch the floor in a way that like I think is probably similar to Hakeem, but he's definitely a lot less high usage than Hakeem was, which I think will serve a team with Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan well.
Dude, Patrick's team is awesome. Yeah, I feel like on name value, your team, not just obviously these are all really good players, but the name value too. It's like Magic. It's like the 2 80s guys, Jordan, and then 2 of the best power forwards of the 2000s.
Some of our early 2000s.
Yeah.
Legends.
Wow, I'm actually a little shooketh by your team, Pat.
Hey, come get it.
I kind of regret drafting Shaq and Dirk.
They would match up so well.
No, I mean, it'd be great, but okay. So I need a point guard. This is the problem. I don't really want to take Jerry West that bad. You know, I didn't watch enough Jerry West. I don't know how he's going to fit with my guys.
Who's your other guard? It's Kobe. Honestly, that'd be the thing about Jerry West that I think gets forgotten is like he was also like top 3 defender in the league. Great size, can run the point.
So the problem, I have the last pick, so I can talk about all these guys openly. The guy I want to take, I just know people hate him so much, it would make me lose the graphic. But man, if I got Hornets Chris Paul on this team,
I mean
the table setting,
Pretty crazy.
yeah, I don't
would be
hate
awesome.
that at all.
Dude, Russell Westbrook is right there. Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is not on my draft board.
See, someone that I'm kind of surprised that you haven't brought into this conversation, James, is, do you know who I'm going to say?
Who?
A modern day player, Luka Doncic.
Oh my god! Why did you just tell me that?
Hey, I'm fine with it.
Whoa. Okay, so let me think about this. I like the European connection.
Yeah. The passing is going to be sick. Even though Dirk passed, but he's not.
So I'm losing a little bit on defense if I go with Luka over CP.
Definitely, or West for that reason. I think you're losing in both. But I mean, young Kobe was such an incredible on-ball defender.
Yeah. Okay, I think Luka is a better player in a vacuum than Chris Paul. See, the thing is though, that's the problem. I think for this specific team, I think Chris Paul being more of a table setter, more of a like, hey, Kevin Durant hasn't touched the ball in like 8 possessions. Kobe, like, give it to him.
Yeah.
Whereas I think if I draft Luka, I'm now playing through Luka.
Yeah, you have to play Luka ball.
Which wouldn't be that bad on this team.
Yeah,
Luka throwing Shaq lobs would be pretty
Luka
cool.
Shaq pick and roll would be pretty good.
Like, not gonna lie, playing Luka ball would probably be more efficient than playing Kobe ball. I mean, it would be better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, hey, we've seen. I mean, Kyrie is a much more efficient player than Kobe Bryant is on offense, but I'm sure they could make it work.
I'm gonna take Luka. I like it. I love Luka. He'll
There you
figure it
go.
out. Luka's gonna figure it out. He just went to the finals
Yeah.
as and like the most loaded West we've seen.
Hey, he's an all-time great, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. As much as I like to watch him lose, I'm not gonna act like he's not.
Yeah. Okay. These are our lists.
Should we recap real quick?
Yeah, Max, you go first. Yeah, you want to put them in their positions?
Yeah. Okay, so my starting 5 is Steph Curry at point guard, Allen Iverson at shooting guard, LeBron James as my small forward, Dennis Rodman as my power forward, and Kareem as my center.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty decent.
good. You got two of my top 3 players all time.
I don't know how functional it really is, but on paper it works.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with it.
It's a fun team.
It's fun.
I've got Magic Johnson at my point guard position, Michael Jordan at my 2 guard. I've got Larry Bird at the 3, Kevin Garnett at the 4, and Tim Duncan holding down at the 5.
All right, I've got Luka at the point, Kobe at the 2, Durant at the 3, Dirk at the 4, Shaq at the 5.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I'm hoping for my team is that the Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan can supply enough shooting to like keep everybody honest. Obviously, we've got Larry there as well, which I think we're going to be asking Larry to do a lot of screening, as well as Kevin Garnett has such an iconic pick and pop game. Like, we've got that to lean back on as well.
Yeah, the thing that worries me about my team is I'm worried that like my team plays like 100 games and in like 20 of them Kevin Durant has like 5 shot attempts.
Yeah, no, that will happen. And like, none of them are 3-point attempts.
None of them are threes. Yeah, and like, although my team is Kobe's the shortest player on my team.
Yeah, and he's probably the most athletic player on your team.
Yeah, him or Shaq.
Yeah.
My team is
Hey, all these teams I think would do really well in the NBA.
Well, hot take.
Yeah.
I think my team would win the championship if they were assembled.
Yeah, same. We should have thrown this in a
2K sim.
2K sim.
Yeah. Well, that was our all-time drafts. I feel like we all kind of went a little bizarro in the bottom 3 of our picks.
Yeah. We just I sound like RFK right now. We're just we were just gaming the system, right? We just got to do it.
Yeah, me picking Kobe third overall was like the least me pick ever, but got a pander, man. I don't have Jordan or LeBron. I don't have any of the fanboys.
You should have taken LaMelo Ball.
I think Max has like LeBron and Curry is the ultimate like millennial Gen Z, like whoa.
Yeah, well, and Allen Iverson is like the perfect what is it,
nod to the previous
X,
generation. Yeah.
Millennials is probably the right one. Yeah. But no, definitely. I mean, I'm a little worried about there's definitely Jordan hate online. I would say a higher levels of Jordan hate right now online than ever before in the internet.
Did you see that possession people have been posting on Twitter of the Bulls playing the Cavs?
No,
and the Cavs are playing the most pathetic sub middle school level defense you've ever seen.
I have not seen this.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes those selective clips get me. I'm like, bro, what am I watching right now? But then I remember that last year's Hawks existed.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, with all this all-time stuff, it's you can look at it so many different ways. It's you tell me if Magic Johnson's leading an offense against last year's Hawks, he's not just gonna fucking feast.
Yeah. See, the one thing that I always like to remember when people are like, "Oh, the old era sucks," I'm like, okay. LeBron played against I don't know, or rookie LeBron played against mid-career Kobe, who played against Jordan. So if clearly we all have LeBron 1 or 2, but if clearly all the guys from the late 90s and early 2000s were so bad and LeBron is so good, why did LeBron not,
immediately come in and start Caitlin Clarking?
Yeah, he did, but you know what I mean. It's not like when he played those guys, there was this massive gap when they played against each other.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just the massive gap in all the things that really matter of just scientific advancements, health advancements, travel, money, all that stuff matters a lot. Just look at your local high school basketball teams and ask yourself why the schools with the least amount of kids can never beat the schools with the biggest amount of kids. It's all resources, training, that it means a lot.
Yeah. Who's I guess before we wrap, who's one player you guys really wanted to get on your team, but it didn't work out? I really wanted to find a way to get Jokic on my team because I feel like you could put him on any all-time great team and he would I was like, man, Jokic throwing lobs to Shaq would be fun, but then I'm playing Shaq at the 4 and that kind of scared me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it was Hakeem. I
love Hakeem.
I think Hakeem, talk about a guy that would dominate in any era. The way he can shoot the ball, his absolute dominance on defense. I wanted him to be my 5, but I just did not think Tim Duncan would be sitting there for me.
Yeah.
I wanted KG, but Patrick rudely and purposefully stole him from me. Also, very surprised that Dwayne Wade didn't get drafted by James.
Yeah, I really wanted to find a way to get Wade on my team, but because I went with Kobe 1, I didn't really love the Wade-Kobe pairing.
No, they don't fit together.
Yeah, they don't fit together.
That's the thing with shooting guards. It's even with centers, it's Sometimes centers could fit together, but I feel like the great shooting guards.
Yeah, like Wade, Jordan, and Kobe and Harden, like don't coexist. Yeah.
Iverson too.
Or even like a modern guy who's not on that level historically, but who's like, one of the best 2 shooting guards right now, like Donovan Mitchell. Like I don't really want to pair him with those guys either.
Yeah. No, probably not. I mean, hey, just look at the Suns. Like there's more than one reason why Bradley Beal
I feel like
and Devin Booker don't really work together.
I feel like shooting guards have 2 archetypes: pure spacer or do it all dynamic offensive threat.
Yeah.
Like that's the only 2 archetype of shooting. It's like Klay Thompson and Ray Allen are the 2 guys that you're like, okay, I could find a way to fit it. But then it's weird because they're both, I guess Klay, but like Klay's like tall enough to be a 3, but he's like not, a 3.
Yeah. And then if you're like trying to bump one of them up to the 1, most of those guys
Don't
not
have the ball
gonna,
chops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do it for you.
Shooting guard is a weird position.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to give Vince Carter some love, but I decided to just pander with Allen Iverson instead.
I feel like Vince got enough love from the Nets retiring his number. Have you guys seen, this is something that I feel like it's been cropping up on like NBA message boards lately. It's like, wait, why did the Nets retire Vince Carter's number? He played for like 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's. I feel like it was just to like F you to the Raptors who still hate him.
I mean, when you're the Nets, you're looking for anything you can get.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like.
true.
Speaking of, did you guys see that? Going to NFL real quick, the Falcons team owner put himself in the Falcons Ring of Honor this past week.
Really? Wow, I would do that if I owned my own sports franchise.
What is a Ring of Honor? Sorry, I was a casual
Football teams have these like rings of honor. I feel like
No,
basketball
teams.
do.
Suns have a ring of honor.
But like, imagine his jersey's retired, but because he doesn't have a number, it's like his graphic will have like a suit and tie or something like that. Like the Lakers, I think if you go to Staples, I could be wrong, have one of their broadcasters and it's just the mic. The banner. Yep.
Chick Hearn. Yeah. Speaking of broadcasters, I want to shout out the Suns. Suns family lost a huge like star in like our history this week. So just shout out to all the Suns fans out there mourning the loss of Al McCoy. He was the Suns broadcaster for pretty much all of the Suns' existence up until I think a year and a half ago. He called every single finals we made from 76 to 93 to 2021, just like an absolute legend in sports broadcasting in general. So like just my heart goes out to Al McCoy's family. Just had to say that.
Rest
we
in
also
peace.
missed
Rip.
Adrian Wojnarowski is
Woj
out of the
retired.
game. Woj retired, which is insane.
How old is he?
What?
How old is Woj?
I don't
He's
know.
not that old.
He can't be in his. You think he's in his 60s? No way.
I don't know.
Do you think that job is just like crazy stressful and he just wants to
Yes,
stop
I would
doing
hate
it?
that job.
1
Yeah,
million
I would hate
%.
that job.
You just got to stay on your phone at all times. He
I mean,
like
that part I can do.
yeah, I guess I do that too.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was in Europe. I didn't have data, and everyone's like, "Dude, get a SIM card. Turn on your data." I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome." Like, I love just not looking at my phone. It's my favorite thing ever. But then the moment I do look at it, it's so stressful because I'm like, "Holy shit, so many things happen."
Yeah, the world is happening around me.
Yeah, but I kind of like not knowing
Being
that.
present.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%,
no, that's
yeah.
definitely healthy. All
I'd
right.
love to go live in the woods.
I feel
100%.
like that's all we have for today.
Yeah, that's all we have. We'll see you guys next week. We're doing the East preview first or the West preview?
We can do that. I think the East preview first.
The East preview will be a lot
I need
easier.
some time to think about the West.
I truly don't know how to process the West. Like, I guess before we go, like, skinny Zion, I'm kind of like all in. I kind of have a weird feeling the Pelicans will be awesome. But like, how do I rank them? Where do
I don't
put
know.
them?
They don't have any centers. But yeah, they might be awesome. Who knows? They've got freaking
Probably not.
yeah, probably not, but maybe. I don't. Yeah,
But
like every
is
Zion
just
season.
fucking awesome. Like,
yeah,
they should be
Zion's
good.
awesome. They should be good. But like, I don't know. That math never works out anymore. Like, if LeBron and Anthony Davis are healthy, they should be like a top 3 seed in the West. They're healthy most of last season. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't worry. We will figure that out so you don't have to.
Or we won't.
Or we won't. Or we'll try to figure it out and we'll be wrong.
Yep.
That's probably what will happen.
Yeah, I think so. I think no matter what, we're going to get like 5 teams horribly wrong. Like last season, I was really confident, and I feel like we were mostly right. This season, I feel like we're going to be mostly wrong.
Yeah. We've thought about it too much to the point where we're going to be very, very incorrect.
Yep.
It's going to be crazy when the Wizards make the playoffs.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.